Most people assume in Toronto spending more automatically gets you more, but after walking through hundreds of properties, the gap between $500,000 and $1.5 million is not what you think. Today I'm taking you inside all three properties, and at the end of the video, I'll tell you which one I'd actually buy and why the answer might surprise you. So this is the first unit. Let's take a look. So this is the condo. It's listed for $500,000. Large double door closet when you walk in. It's about 550 square feet. New stacked washer and dryer. There's tile throughout the unit, which gives it a nice bright feel to it. 3-piece washroom with the walk-in shower. And this is actually open here. There's no door, so you could have some water fall out through there sometimes, but overall it's pretty good and clean. And then you have a lime kitchen, which is common with a lot of these one-bedroom condos. Stainless steel appliances. Then the bedroom, which is a sliding door, which aren't the best for soundproofing, but it is a large space. Nice double door closet here for storage. There is also one parking space that comes with this unit. And we're in the Liberty Village area, which is a really great area to be in. The big selling feature of this unit is this oversized terrace, about 220 square feet. We're right by the water here. So you can put a barbecue, some patio furniture. It's great for hosting. So overall, I'd say this unit's pretty good. It's nice and open and spacious. The price at $500,000 is pretty attractive with parking included. And this really large oversized terrace makes it a great spot for hosting and still gives you that outdoor space, even though you are in a one-bedroom condo unit in downtown. Also, the location is amazing. Liberty Village has developed so much. It's one of the best spots in the city to be in my opinion. For price, value, and the actual unit you get for this type of condo, I would say it's about an 8 out of 10. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Before we go inside property number 2, which has some really surprising features, if you're thinking about moving to Toronto, reach out to me directly. My number and email are on screen right now, or book a free call with my Calendly link in the description. All right, let's get into property number 2, $1 million semi in the East End of Toronto. So we walk into this beautifully open living room space. The semi is listed for $1 million, right in the East End of Toronto, a great location, cozy living room. I love how they have this set up. The older parquet wood floors, but they run all the way through. Original flooring, tiled kitchen with light colored finishes and an eat-in kitchen area. Gas range, it's custom for the space. I love cooking on gas since we got one a couple years ago. And the theme throughout this house is tons of windows and large oversized windows, letting in lots of natural light to the space. This is the cute backyard area. They have string lights set up at night, which is really nice. Very private. It's an unfinished basement, but they use the space well. It can be a workshop area, little exercise space with a bike. The ceilings are quite low down here. This is kind of what our basement looked like before we dug it down. So that is an option in the future. Laundry is down here in the basement as well, along with the mechanical. Let's go upstairs. Again, some more original hardwood, which I absolutely love the detail and the character that gives. They have some molding on this wall, gray accent wall, which adds a lot. Another large window. This is one of the bedrooms. Double closet, then the hallway. You have an updated 4-piece washroom with a wooden vanity, light tile to make this space feel bright and airy. This is the second bedroom here. Crib setup for those families with newborns or young kids, closets, and this would be the master bedroom. See again these double windows which let light just spill into the bedroom. Extra space here where you could fit a desk or like they've done a dresser. And this is a king bed, gives you an idea of the size of the room. So this is a 3-bed, 1-bath semi-detached in the east end of the city. Great neighborhood, very quaint, quiet backyard. I will say the big downside is only 1 bathroom, but for under $1 million, this is a perfect starter home for families that have 1 kid, maybe 2, and you could always add a 2nd bathroom in the kitchen area where there's the large eating kitchen space. You could definitely add a powder room over here. Overall, I rate this house a 7 out of 10, but if you added that powder room, the 2nd bathroom, I think it would jump to a 9 out of 10 for me. So we saw a $500,000 condo, a $1 million semi-detached home. Now, let's get into the $1.5 million fully detached home in Toronto, and you're going to be really surprised at what you see. So we enter through this small mudroom into this completely open, totally renovated living room / kitchen space. This is beautifully staged and designed. I love the black fireplace, electric fireplace, going all the way up to the ceiling. This huge window, letting light flow all the way through the house. You'll notice I mentioned light a lot. It's very important to me. The waterfall island, quartz countertop, round table, giving you an idea of how you could set this up yourself. Another oversized window. I really like this detail, creating a storage space with these built-in cabinets. And overall, just a lovely main floor and kitchen space. You can see these are new appliances still in the wrapping here. The gold accents, which I'm a fan of and I have in my own kitchen. I always love the sink by the window. Very cute and well-maintained backyard with a brand new deck. Now, something that's a little tight is this powder room. It's in the understairs storage area. So previously, I think this would be where the stairs to the basement went. It's pretty tight in here, but it does give you that powder room on the main floor. And the finishes are nice, although there's really not much space for anything in there. And so you know where that is. That's tucked just right beside the kitchen. Looking at the backyard, it's very quiet and private, new deck. And this garage space is actually attached to the laneway, so there's 2 parking spaces and a storage shed. This is the back of the house. Looks like vinyl siding to me. And now the basement. So this is a separate entrance, completely separated rental space for some extra income potential with the unit. So you have a modern kitchen, oversized washroom, very bright and spacious. And tucked into the washroom is the washer dryer. So that's why they made this washroom extra large, so they could fit all that in there. The oven hasn't arrived, it looks like yet, but I'm sure that'll be coming. Good sized sink, especially for a basement unit. The ceilings here are also pretty good, about 7.5 feet, I'd say. Although this bedroom is quite narrow and quite short. You can see this is a single bed and it's really just crammed right in there. It's about all that can fit in here. Really more of what I would call a bachelor unit, a junior 1-bedroom maybe. You could use this extra room as your office, but it's not ideal for a bedroom. Unless you just want to have a single bed and kind of be shut off to the world. I'm sure it gets very dark in there, which some people like. Glass staircase, which is very common in newer builds nowadays. Whenever we're in a house with lots of natural light, I love it. It just makes the space feel so much more inviting, so much brighter. So here's the washroom. Beautiful choice of the wood finishes with the white lighter accent tiles and the gold. I think this is really nicely designed. So walk-in shower, window letting in some more light, little cubby space for your shampoo and your soap. Pretty practical. First bedroom here. This is definitely staged. Nice big window. You can see it's a quiet family street here. We're also in the East End. Don't sit on these staged beds ever. There's not actually anything there. It's just like a box spring, so won't be very comfortable. Show you the storage. They have this built-in storage solution in the bedroom, which is a pretty good idea, using maximum amount of space. These Toronto homes, even though it's a detached, don't give you a ton of room. So you have to be creative. There's pot lights throughout the house. Here's the second bedroom. Again, the same storage solution. I really like the hardware they went with. Seems very elegant to me. And the reason they put in that storage solution is because look at how small this closet is. So you really do have to be creative with your storage solutions in Toronto. Here's the washer dryer, again in plastic. So to me, this place was bought and renovated just to sell because clearly no one's living here and nothing's really been used. Let's take a look at the primary bedroom. Really tasteful molding done on the wall with the bed. And this whole storage solution, like in the other bedrooms, except it's just probably 3 times the size. So this whole wall almost, or 3/4 of that wall is storage, which is very helpful. And then another big window, and you can see another side of the house here. Again, East End, really nice family friendly street. You can have a look at this mudroom space as well. Just a little area where you can put your shoes and jacket so you're not getting the rest of the house dirty. So this is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath in the East End of Toronto, just under 1.5 million. And I'd say there are some real benefits. The open concept floor plan, letting light all the way through. The finishes are beautiful in my opinion. The glass railing, the waterfall quartz countertop, the fireplace in black granite going all the way up to the ceiling. And you have the extra income potential of the basement, which in this area could probably get you another $1,600 per month. You also have 2 covered parking spaces at the laneway at the back, and a pretty good backyard space. It's definitely solid for Toronto standards. Overall, I'd rate this an 8.5 out of 10. It is pretty expensive, but I think for the price you're paying, you do get a bunch of added benefits. It's a fully detached home, you get the extra parking, and you get just a bit more space overall compared to the semi-detached we saw. Today, we saw 3 totally different properties at 3 totally different price points. A condo for $500,000, a semi-detached for $1 million, and a fully detached home for $1.5 million. For my specific situation, I would buy the condo in Liberty Village for $500,000. We already own a detached home in Midtown Toronto, so having that terrace in downtown would be a really nice purchase to add to our investment portfolio, especially with resale condos being as low as they are now, and at such an attractive entry point. Now, if you're a first-time buyer, especially with a family, my choice would actually completely change for you. I would recommend the semi-detached for $1 million. And the reason is, for $1 million, you could get into a great family-friendly area with a cute backyard, and if you just add in that powder room for $15,000 to $30,000, you're completely set for your perfect Toronto starter home. The fully detached is nice, but it's pretty expensive at almost $1.5 million, and in my opinion, for a first-time buyer especially, it's not worth that extra $500,000. Which property would you choose? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe because I put out new Toronto real estate content every single Tuesday and Friday. And if you're thinking about moving to Toronto, reach out to me directly. My number and email are on screen right now, or book a free call with my Calendly link in the description. I'm Jordan Abrams. This is Living in Toronto, and I'll see you around town.